Hello, my name is Stephanie Newby, and I will be talking to you about how the citizens of Arizona are able to shape Arizona's constitution through initiatives and referendums. Simply put, the right to initiative allows voters to propose and pass laws without going through the state legislature. An initiative is any measure taken out by the people that proposes new laws or amends the Arizona revised statuses or the Arizona Constitution. Arizona's registered voters may propose new laws, amend existing laws, or propose constitutional amendments through the initiative petition process. I will go into depth a little later in this video presentation about the process of creating an initiative. Next, let's talk about what the word referendum means. A referendum is any measure or item, section, or part of any measure enacted by the legislature that is submitted to the voters. Basically, it's a way that the citizens can question anything that legislature passes into law. It's important to note that a measure enacted by the legislature that includes any sort of emergency law or those provide for the support and maintenance of state agencies, they may not be referred. Any of Arizona's registered voters may circulate a petition to refer to the voters a measure or a part of a measure passed by the legislature. So, in a nutshell, initiative gives the citizens the right to bring a measure to petition, whatever it may be, and a referendum gives the citizens a right to vote on legislation measures, whatever that may be. So how are initiatives created? Well, to start the initiative, you must start the petition process. Citizens must fill out an application for a petition serial number along with a 100-word description, and the complete text of the measure must be filed with the Secretary of State on a specific form. After that, the petition will be printed and signatures will need to be collected. The Secretary of State and applicable county recorders will process the petitions and determine whether enough signatures were gathered to place the measure on a ballot. Then, the Arizona Constitution requires valid signatures from 15% of qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a constitutional amendment on the ballot, and then valid signatures from 10% of qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a statutory amendment on the ballot. So another thing to note about filing a petition, the Secretary of State cannot accept an application which was issued for circulation more than 24 months prior to the general election and which the measure is to be included. So, how are referendums created? It's a very similar process to the initiatives. Just like the process, you need to go to the Secretary of State, you got to get a serial number, you have to get a 100-word description telling about the measure, and it must be filed with the Secretary of State before the petition can begin to be circulated. The person or organization putting forward the referendum must file signatures with the Arizona Secretary of State within 90 days of when the legislature that enacted the House or Senate bill is in question. If enough valid signatures are submitted, the bill will be placed on the next general election ballot. A yes vote to allow the laws to go into effect, while a no vote essentially constitutes a vote for citizen veto, preventing the referred bill from going into effect. Okay. So there's some pros and cons when it comes to giving citizens the right to bringing initiatives to vote. One glaring con could be an increased volume in making new laws, meaning everyone and their brother has a right to bring a measure to a vote. So it's possible that more people would propose the most micromanaged, crazy laws that they can dream up of just because it's something that would benefit them. So I kind of think of Alabama's Constitution. When I think about that, they have over 900 amendments, and one of their amendments talks about bingo. All right. This could also be seen in the power of creating a referendum. Giving the power to veto new laws could create such a backlash of paperwork. It would also surely create animosity between the people and then officials. Going against any sort of official and their laws could end up inadvertently dividing the state, thus creating an unstable government. And I think it goes without saying that the biggest pro to initiatives and referendums is giving the people the power to control their government and what the components of it are. So giving initiatives and referendums, they are a way that the citizens have a say in which way the laws are created and are vetoed. They're simply different because initiatives are laws suggested by the people, and then the referendums are something that was issued by the officials, and then the people have the questions like, is that supposed to be a law or not? Okay, so both these concepts of giving the people the power falls directly in line with the concept of direct democracy. Direct democracy in itself means people are the ones making all the rules, not just a few appointed officials, but Arizona's constitution was written in a way that gives ordinary citizens the right to bring a measure to the table and to be voted on. And further, the right to referendum allows voters to overturn laws passed by legislature. In closing, the citizens of Arizona have the right to create initiatives and referendums, which was a significant turning point in any sort of history in the 1900s. It was very forward thinking, giving the people the rights to create and or strike down government rules and laws. So I don't know about you, but I surely would want to live in a state where my voice and vote meant something to me. So I would definitely want to live in Arizona. I would want to live in any state that gives the people the voting right, especially if you're paying taxes. All right, that's it. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.